Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the Marvel Legends Age of Ultron Captain America. It's almost the exact same figure as the Winter Soldier Captain America, except he's got a new chest and a really crappy paint job. Otherwise, it's just like this figure, and if you remember, this guy made it onto my top 10 list last year. This guy will not. He could have, but they screwed up basically everything that was good about that one. Well, not really. It was just a paint job. They only screwed up the paint job. And one other thing. I really like this look for Cap. I've tried to avoid as much of the movie stuff as I could, but I did see him in this suit, and I think it looks great. It's a perfect combination of modern and classic looks for him. It looks really good. This figure doesn't do a great job of capturing it. Anyway, let's take a look at the height. He stands about 6.5 inches tall and about 16.5 centimeters tall. Comes with the same accessories. We have the interchangeable head. The head does not look like Chris Evans at all, but they did a good job. It doesn't look like all the other figures, so that's nice. The hair has some shading in it. Let's put that in the center of the frame. Looks pretty good otherwise. Skin's a little glossy plastic, but not a big deal. He has interchangeable hands, so you get the two fist hands, you get a pointing finger, and you get a please can I have some of that hand also. And lastly, a shield, which is a little brightly colored, but I think it'll be okay. So the problems with this guy really are just in the paint. There's one other issue, and I'll get to it in a minute, but the paint. If they could have painted this guy nicely, this is a great sculpt for the most part. It looks really, really good. A good paint job would make this figure look like $1 million. But it's a lousy paint job, and they didn't even resculpt everything. They just put the colors where they need to go. For like the arms, there's no sculpt work to show you where that's going. There's no sculpt work on the wrists either. They just put the paint there and left the old sculpt alone. So it does detract a little bit, but even still, if the paint job was good, you wouldn't even notice it, but the paint job is not. The white is glossy and chalky at the same time somehow. The red is just horribly, horribly done for the arms. Horribly, horribly done for the red and the white for the torso. The star is all chewed up. The red up there is not good. It's just bad. The brown isn't lined up on any particular part of the body. It's just not good at all. On the bright side, they painted half of the straps, or a third of the strap, or clasps, or whatever you want to call that, on the belt. Maybe that's accurate, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't watched a trailer, so no big deal for that. They did paint the buckles, so that's a good thing. We've got the Avengers logo on there. That's a good thing. No two-tones for the boots this time like this guy had. Again, that might be accurate, but I don't know. It's just everything's really choppy on this guy. Could have been so much better with a good paint job. And then the last other thing, which just bothers me a little bit, is his chest is really small again. I don't know why they keep making these figures with such small chests. I know Chris Evans isn't the biggest guy in the world, and he doesn't necessarily have the classic Captain America build. His chest is bigger than this in the movie. That's like his diaphragm part sticks out farther than his chest. It does not look right at all. Give him some chesticles, guys. Come on. It could have been a great figure. As it stands, it's just an average okay figure, and I imagine people that aren't big fans of Cap are kind of tired of getting Captain America figures anyway, so I'm gonna guess that people aren't psyched about this guy. I think if he had a good paint job, people would be, but as it is, it's just blah. There's really no reason to get it unless you're dying to collect all of the different costumes. So I don't know, it's just not great. The diaphragm joint is okay. It doesn't really work that well though. It hides itself well, but I can kind of wedge it in down there, but then there's a click, but then it doesn't go anywhere. It's just the quality control on these Legends lately is just garbage. And you guys, I know people say, oh, you just complain. No, it's not a complaint. It's a quantifiable point of fact. I don't know if that's a thing. You get what I'm saying, though. It's a piece of garbage because it's a piece of garbage, not because I'm complaining about stuff. It's just junky. It's disappointing. Anyway, I'll pose him so you guys can see what he looks like. I did buy this at Big Bad Toy Store, though I can't recommend you buy this particular figure. I do recommend you shop there because I recommend them, and that's for good reason. So you might want to check them out. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see my upcoming figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.